This daily market update has been brought to you by Daily Wealth Report. Trading involves risk of loss and may not be suitable for you. Past performance is no guarantee or reliable indication of future results. All advice and education content is of the nature of general information only and must not in any way be construed or relied upon as legal, financial, or personal advice. Good morning, traders and investors. It's Wednesday, the 19th of September, and we've seen the European markets coming off overnight, whilst the US was quite steady as a little bit of selling pressure comes back in. We've got the FTSE down 25 points, 0.4%, closing at 5868. The German DAX was down a reasonable 56 points, or 0.7%, closing at 7347. We can see there's a large shadow on the bottom of last night's candle, just denoting a recovery in the markets through the later parts of the session. So that's just a weak selling candle there, and it's a counter trend movement against the overall upwards trend. The French CAC 40, a little bit stronger in its selling pressure, closing 41 points down on 1.15% at 3,512. So we can see a solid red candle there with only a smaller shadow on the bottom. Still, that is a counter trend retracement and doesn't denote a change of trend at this point in time. In the US, the Dow Jones was up 11 points. It's virtually unchanged, closing at 13,564. You see a small green candle forming there, so it hasn't quite pushed into new highs again, but it's just a little bit of weakness there at the top of the market. We've seen something similar back in August, and it did form a short-term retracement down through this period here, but at this point in time, it's only just a little bit of buyer weakness that's forming in the markets. It's a little bit of hesitation ahead of some housing market data a little bit later in the week. The Nasdaq index was down 0.8%, so again that was virtually unchanged, closing at 3,177, whilst the S&P 500 was down only just 1.8 of a point, so again almost unchanged at 1,459. The VIX index was down. So a little bit of fear came out of the markets, despite the fact that the leading indices were mixed. The VIX closed 41 cents down at $14.18. That's down 2.8%. We can see it's still holding above its lows. Potential to form a double bottom, but we need to see a falling market and hence a return of buyers into the VIX before we have any confirmation that this support is well and truly in place. Taking a closer look at the Aussie market here, we saw that the ASX 200 was down 8 points, closing at 4,394. A little bit of selling pressure there, very weak movement, not a strong indication that this is forming a double top just at this point in time. So a continuation of the overall upwards trend is still in place. The SPI futures are up 9 points, so that might inspire a little bit of buying activity today. Yet again, we are still expecting some weak market activity, not expecting a strong drive on any level. That's our summary for Wednesday the 19th of September. We look forward to giving you an update again tomorrow and wish you all the best of trading.